While your neighbor just lost money on his corn harvest again, there's a farmer 50 miles away who just made $400,000 from a single acre of crops you've probably never heard of. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes or pipe dreams. These are real farmers growing real crops, making real money that would make your banker's jaw drop. From backyard plots to thousand-acre operations, these 20 crops are turning ordinary farmers into millionaires, and most of your neighbors have never even heard of them. Number 20, Shiitake mushrooms. Let's start with something that'll blow your mind right off the bat. While your neighbor's struggling to make $200 per acre on corn, Shiitake mushroom farmers are pulling in $25,000 to $40,000 per acre annually. Shiitakes are the premium fungi that restaurants pay top dollar for, and they grow on logs in your woodlot. Here's what makes this so brilliant for American farmers. You take hardwood logs, oak, maple, hickory, stuff you probably have lying around or can get cheap from local loggers, inoculate them with shiitake spawn, and in 6 to 12 months, you're harvesting gourmet mushrooms that sell for $12 to $16 per pound wholesale. A single log can produce 3 to 5 pounds of mushrooms over its lifetime, and you can stack hundreds of logs on just 1 acre. While your field crops are seasonal, shiitakes fruit multiple times per year: spring flush, summer flush, fall flush. It's like having 3 harvests from the same investment. And here's the kicker. Once you've got your logs established, the maintenance is minimal. No cultivating, no fertilizing, no herbicides. Just keep them moist and harvest when they're ready. Number 19, elderberries. Here's a crop that's riding the health wave like a champion bull rider. Elderberries are exploding in popularity thanks to the immune support craze, and farmers who got in early are laughing all the way to the bank. We're talking $15,000 to $25,000 per acre once your bushes are established. Elderberry bushes are tough as nails, perfect for American growing conditions from zone 3 to 9. They'll grow in wet spots where your corn would drown, and they're so hardy they'll survive droughts that would kill your soybeans. Plant them once, and they'll produce for 20 to 30 years. The market is absolutely on fire. Health food stores can't keep elderberry syrup on the shelves, and they're paying $8 to $12 per pound for fresh berries. But here's where it gets really interesting: value-added products. Elderberry syrup retails for $20 to $30 per bottle, and it takes about 2 pounds of berries to make a bottle. Do the math. You're looking at 10 times markup potential. Number 18, bamboo. Now, I know what you're thinking, bamboo in America? But hear me out, because this is where things get really interesting. Cold, hardy bamboo varieties are generating $30,000 to $60,000 per acre for farmers smart enough to get into this market. We're not talking about the invasive stuff that gives bamboo a bad name. These are clumping varieties. Timber bamboo that grows in controlled stands and produces some of the most valuable agricultural products you've never heard of. Bamboo poles sell for $15 to $50 each, depending on size and quality. A mature grove can produce 200 to 400 poles per acre annually. But here's what makes bamboo absolutely brilliant for American farmers. It grows fast, really fast. Some varieties put on 6 to 8 feet of growth in a single season. You plant it once, and it keeps producing for decades. No replanting, no reseeding, just annual harvest of one of the most sustainable crops on the planet. Landscapers are paying premium prices for bamboo poles for privacy screens and decorative features. Construction companies are using bamboo for sustainable building materials. And the food market, bamboo shoots are selling for $8 to $12 per pound in Asian markets. Number 17, gourmet garlic. Forget everything you know about garlic farming, because gourmet varieties are in a completely different league. While regular garlic might get you $8 per pound, gourmet hard-necked varieties are selling for $20 to $40 per pound, and the really exotic stuff hits $60 per pound at farmers markets. Here's what makes this so perfect for American farmers. Garlic loves our climate zones 3 through 8. Planted in the fall, forget about it all winter, and harvest. in midsummer. 1 acre can produce 8,000 to 12,000 pounds of gourmet garlic, and at $25 per pound average, you're looking at $200,000 to $300,000 per acre gross income. The secret is in the varieties. Music garlic, German red, purple stripe. These aren't your grocery store bulbs. These are heirloom varieties with complex flavors that chefs and food enthusiasts go crazy for. And here's the beautiful part. You save your best bulbs for replanting, so your seed cost drops to almost nothing after the first year. Number 16, saffron. Now, we're getting into the really exotic territory. Saffron, the world's most expensive spice, and it grows beautifully in American climate zones 6 through 9. We're talking about $5,000 to $10,000 per pound, and a single acre can produce 8 to 12 pounds annually once established. Saffron comes from crocus flowers, and here's what makes it so valuable. Each flower produces only 3 tiny stigmas, and it takes about 150 flowers to produce just 1 gram of saffron. The harvest window is incredibly short, just 2 to 3 weeks in the fall, and everything has to be hand-picked at dawn when the flowers first open. But here's why American farmers are getting into saffron. The startup costs are reasonable, about $15,000 to $20,000 per acre for bulbs and equipment. The bulbs multiply naturally, so your planting expands every year without additional investment. And the market is absolutely desperate for American-grown saffron. Number 15, chives. Chives are generating $4 to $8 per pound, and you can grow them year-round with multiple harvests. We're talking about crops that keep producing from a single planting for 3 to 5 years. The beauty of chives is their incredible productivity. A single acre can yield up to 16,000 pounds annually. At $6 per pound average, you're looking at $96,000 per acre gross income. And the startup costs are minimal, just seeds, basic irrigation, and simple harvesting equipment. The growing cycle is perfect for American farmers. Plant once in spring, harvest multiple times throughout the growing season. Chives are incredibly hardy, surviving harsh winters and coming back stronger each year. No replanting, no reseeding, just continuous harvests from established plants. Number 14, ginseng. Now we're talking about the ultimate patience crop, but the payoff is absolutely incredible. American ginseng is selling for $500 to $800 per pound dried, and wild simulated ginseng can hit $1,000 per pound. A single acre can produce 300 to 500 pounds of dried root after 5 to 7 years. Here's what makes ginseng perfect for American farmers with woodland. It grows in the shade under your existing forest canopy. You're not taking productive farmland out of rotation. You're using land that's probably not generating any income right now. The key is wild simulated growing. Instead of field cultivation, you plant ginseng in natural forest conditions and let it grow wild. The roots develop the gnarly wild appearance that Asian buyers pay top dollar for. And here's the beautiful part. Once you plant it, you basically forget about it for 5 years. Asian buyers are paying cash for American ginseng, and they can't get enough of the wild simulated roots. Number 13, truffles. Here's where American agriculture gets really exotic. Truffle cultivation is finally taking off in the United States, and the early adopters are looking at potential returns of $100,000 to $200,000 per acre once their orchards mature. Truffles grow in symbiosis with tree roots, primarily oak and hazelnut. You plant inoculated trees, and in 5 to 10 years, you start harvesting truffles that sell for $800 to $1,200 per pound. The American truffle market is exploding as chefs discover that domestic truffles can rival the famous European varieties. The startup costs are significant, about $10,000 to $15,000 per acre for trees and establishment. But here's what makes it attractive for American farmers. Truffle orchards are long-term investments that keep producing for 30 to 50 years. You're essentially planting a retirement fund. The market is desperate for American truffles. Restaurants are tired of paying outrageous prices for imported truffles that lose their potency during shipping. Fresh, locally grown truffles command premium prices, and the demand far exceeds current supply. Number 12. Wasabi. Real wasabi, not the horseradish paste you get at sushi restaurants, is selling for $100 to $200 per pound fresh. It's one of the most challenging crops to grow, which is exactly why it's so profitable for farmers who master the technique. Wasabi requires very specific conditions: cool temperatures, high humidity, filtered light, and constantly flowing water. It's like creating a Japanese mountain stream environment. But here's the thing: once you dial in the growing system, wasabi is incredibly productive. High-end sushi restaurants are paying whatever it takes to get fresh wasabi root. Food enthusiasts are discovering that real wasabi tastes nothing like the fake stuff, and they're willing to pay premium prices for the authentic experience. Number 11. Oyster mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms are the gateway drug to profitable mushroom farming. They're forgiving to grow, incredibly productive, and the market can't get enough of them. We're talking about $8 to $12 per pound wholesale, and you can produce 25,000 to 40,000 pounds per acre annually. The beauty of oyster mushrooms is the substrate flexibility. You can grow them on straw, sawdust, coffee grounds, even cardboard. Agricultural waste that you're probably paying to dispose of becomes your growing medium. It's the ultimate recycling operation that generates serious profit. Oyster mushrooms fruit quickly 10 to 14 days from inoculation to harvest. You can have multiple crops per year from the same growing space. And they're incredibly nutritious, which is driving demand in health-conscious markets. The restaurant market is exploding for fresh oyster mushrooms. Chefs love their meaty texture and mild flavor. But the real opportunity is in value-added products. Dried oyster mushrooms, mushroom powder, mushroom jerky. These products command premium prices and have long shelf lives. Number 10. Lavender. Lavender is riding the aromatherapy and natural products wave like a champion surfer. Fresh lavender sells for $6 to $13 per bunch. Dried lavender gets $15 to $25 per pound, and lavender essential oil hits $100 to $200 per pound. A mature lavender field can generate $25,000 to $40,000 per acre annually. Here's what makes lavender perfect for American farmers. It's drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and thrives in marginal soils where other crops struggle. Plant it once, and it produces for 15 to 20 years. The maintenance is minimal, just annual pruning and occasional weeding. Value-added products are where the real money is. Lavender soap, lavender sachets, lavender cooking herbs. These products can generate 10 times the revenue of raw lavender. And customers are willing to pay premium prices for handcrafted farm-made lavender products. Number 9. Hops. The craft beer explosion has created an incredible opportunity for American hop farmers. Hops are selling for $15 to $25 per pound for common varieties, and specialty hops can hit $40 to $60 per pound. A mature hop yard produces 1,500 to 2,500 pounds per acre. Hops are perfect for American agriculture. They're perennial, so you plant once and harvest for 15 to 20 years. They're incredibly productive, with some varieties yielding over 3,000 pounds per acre, and the market is absolutely desperate for American-grown hops. The startup costs are significant, about $15,000 to $20,000 per acre for trellising and plants, but the long-term returns are incredible. Hop yards are essentially printing money once they're established, with profit margins of 40% to 60%. Number 8. Specialty cut flowers. The cut flower market is absolutely exploding as consumers discover that locally grown flowers are fresher, last longer, and support local agriculture. Specialty cut flowers are selling for $2 to $8 per stem, and a well-managed acre can produce $30,000 to $50,000 worth of flowers annually. Here's what makes cut flowers so attractive for American farmers. Quick turnaround: most flowers go from seed to harvest in 60 to 90 days. Multiple crops per season, you can have 3 to 4 different flower crops on the same land. And the market is hungry for locally grown flowers. The key is specialty varieties that grocery store flowers can't compete with. Lisianthus, delphiniums, specialty sunflowers, unique dahlia varieties. These flowers command premium prices because they're not available in mass market channels. Value-added opportunities are endless. Wedding flowers, farmers market bouquets, subscription flower services, dried flower arrangements. Customers are willing to pay premium prices for unique, locally grown flowers. Number 7, chestnuts. American chestnuts are making a comeback, and early adopters are positioning themselves for incredible long-term returns. Chestnuts sell for $8 to $15 per pound, and a mature orchard can produce 2,000 to 4,000 pounds per acre. The American chestnut industry is being rebuilt from the ground up using blight-resistant varieties. These new trees combine the best traits of American chestnuts with disease resistance from Asian varieties. It's like getting in on the ground floor of a new agricultural industry. Chestnuts are perfect for American farmers with marginal land. They grow on slopes and poor soils where other crops struggle. They're long-lived trees that produce for 50 to 100 years. And they provide multiple income streams, nuts, timber, and agritourism. The market is developing rapidly. Health-conscious consumers are discovering that chestnuts are gluten-free, low in fat, and incredibly nutritious. Restaurants are featuring chestnuts in seasonal menus, and food processors are developing chestnut flour and other value-added products. Number 6, Goji berries. Goji berries are riding the superfood wave like a rocket ship. Fresh goji berries sell for $15 to $20 per pound. Dried berries get $25 to $40 per pound, and the market can't get enough of these antioxidant powerhouses. Goji berries are incredibly well suited to American growing conditions. They're drought-tolerant, cold-hardy to zone 5, and productive in marginal soils. The bushes start producing in year 2 and reach full production by year 4. A mature goji berry operation can generate $40,000 to $60,000 per acre. The health food market is absolutely crazy for goji berries. They're being marketed as anti-aging superfoods, and health-conscious consumers are willing to pay premium prices. The demand far exceeds domestic supply, creating incredible opportunities for American growers. Goji berry juice, goji berry powder, goji berry supplements. These products command premium prices and have long shelf lives. And the organic market pays even higher premiums for certified organic goji berries. Number 5, specialty herbs. The culinary herb market is exploding as American cuisine becomes more sophisticated and health-conscious consumers discover the benefits of fresh herbs. Specialty herbs like fresh basil, cilantro, and parsley sell for $12 to $20 per pound, and exotic herbs can hit $30 to $50 per pound. Here's what makes herbs so attractive for American farmers. Quick turnaround, most herbs go from seed to harvest in 30 to 60 days. Multiple crops per season, you can have 4 to 6 herb crops on the same land annually, and the market is hungry for fresh, locally grown herbs. The key is specialty varieties that grocery stores don't carry. Thai basil, lemon basil, specialty oreganos, fresh turmeric. These herbs command premium prices because they're not available in mass market channels. Number 4, horseradish. Horseradish is the forgotten root crop that's generating incredible returns for farmers smart enough to grow it. Fresh horseradish root sells for $8 to $15 per pound, and a single acre can produce 8,000 to 12,000 pounds annually once established. Here's what makes horseradish perfect for American farmers. It's incredibly hardy, surviving harsh winters that would kill other crops. Plant it once, and it produces for 20 to 30 years. The roots get bigger and more valuable every year, and you can harvest portions while leaving the main root to keep growing. But here's where it gets really interesting: value-added products. Fresh horseradish sauce sells for $12 to $18 per jar, and it takes about 1 pound of root to make 4 jars. Horseradish powder, horseradish mustard, even horseradish cheese spreads are commanding premium prices. The growing requirements are simple. Horseradish loves rich, deep soil and can handle partial shade. No special equipment needed, just dig and harvest. The roots store well in cold storage, so you can sell year-round from a single harvest. Number 3, elderflowers. While everyone knows about elderberries, elderflowers are the hidden gold mine. Fresh elderflowers sell for $20 to $30 per pound, and they're incredibly productive. A mature elderberry bush can produce 10 to 15 pounds of flowers annually, and you can harvest flowers without affecting berry production. Elderflowers are exploding in popularity thanks to the craft cocktail movement and artisanal food trends. Elderflower cordial, elderflower wine, elderflower fritters, these products are commanding premium prices in upscale markets. The beauty of elderflowers is the timing. They bloom in late spring, giving you an early season income stream before your main crops are ready. And the market is absolutely desperate for fresh elderflowers. Restaurants and craft distilleries are paying whatever it takes to get fresh elderflowers. The flavor is unique and can't be replicated with artificial ingredients. And the flowers have a very short harvest window, creating natural scarcity that drives up prices. Number 2, specialty garlic scapes. Here's a crop that most farmers throw away, but smart growers are turning into serious profit. Garlic scapes, the flower stalks that hard-necked garlic produces, sell for $8 to $15 per pound and are incredibly popular with chefs and farmers market customers. Garlic scapes have a mild garlic flavor with a crisp texture that's perfect for stir-fries and pesto. They're only available for a few weeks in early summer, creating natural scarcity that drives up prices. And here's the beautiful part. Harvesting scapes actually improves your garlic bulb production. The market is absolutely crazy for garlic scapes. Restaurants can't get enough of them, and farmers market customers buy them by the armload. They're one of the first fresh vegetables of the season, and people are hungry for something new after a long winter. Number 1, microgreens, the ultimate profit crop. Here's the crop that's revolutionizing small-scale farming. Microgreens are generating $15 to $25 per pound. They go from seed to harvest in 7 to 14 days, and you can grow them year-round in any climate. A 1,000 square foot facility can generate $300,000 to $500,000 annually. The beauty of microgreens is the space efficiency. You're growing on vertical racks, maximizing every square inch. A single 10 by 20 foot growing tray can produce $200 to $300 worth of microgreens every 2 weeks. Do the math on a 1,000 square foot facility, and you'll understand why farmers are converting barns and building greenhouses dedicated to microgreen production. The startup costs are minimal compared to field crops. No tractors, no cultivators, just growing trays, LED lights, and seeds. You can start a microgreen operation for $10,000 to $20,000 and be profitable within 60 days. Restaurants are using microgreens as key ingredients, not just garnishes. Grocery stores are creating dedicated microgreen sections, and consumers are buying them faster than farmers can grow them. These 20 crops prove that the future of American agriculture isn't in commodity farming. It's in specialty crops that serve niche markets willing to pay premium prices. From microgreens that can generate $500,000 from a small greenhouse to ginseng that turns your woodlot into a retirement fund. These opportunities are real, they're profitable, and they're available to farmers smart enough to think outside the corn and soybean box. If you're ready to transform your farming operation and start building real wealth from your land, make sure to subscribe for more profitable farming secrets. And check out the next video on your screen where I reveal the equipment and techniques these successful farmers use to maximize their profits from these incredible crops.